Arnold Schwarzenegger, a god amongst men. Before he was a massively successful bodybuilder, actor, and politician, before he inspired millions to better themselves in the gym, he was once a human being. So how did he bridge that gap, from relatively humble beginnings to being immortalized as the single greatest figure in fitness?
With the age of 20, I went to London and I won the Mr. Universe contest as the youngest Mr. Universe ever. And it was because I had a goal. And so you can't get around the hard work, it doesn't matter who it is. Work your ass off.
He worked his ass off. And I think we all knew this was the answer. Your parents, your teachers, your coaches always said, hard work is the only way to success. Hard work, hard work, hard work. I don't plan on arguing against the merit of hard work, but I think it's commonly misunderstood. So after listening to Arnold, we have a formula. Have a goal, work your ass off, and you will be successful and/or happy. If only it were so simple. When we see the greats like Arnold, it inspires us. We say to ourselves, in 2019, I'm gonna get my ass to the gym. This inspiration doesn't even have to come from Arnold. Just pull up the search icon on Instagram, type in #fitness, and you can see thousands of seemingly beautiful people bettering themselves in the gym every day. And this motivation doesn't stop short at fitness. It branches off into the world of strength sports, including my sport of weightlifting. I think Dmitry Klokov and Liu Xiaojun lead the charge on weightlifting inspiration, and a close third is my good friend Clarence. I mean, who honestly sees this dude train and doesn't think to themselves, that is so f***ing cool, I want to do that. Inspiration to be like these people seems like a net good, but I've seen it manifest negatively in more cases than I care to recall. And this is because the subject can't truly grasp the feeling of exactly what they want. They see what the greats have, and with only a glimmer of what it took to get there and a few hard work pays off quotes, they make up their mind and say, I want to do that. So they follow step one and they set a goal. It may be to lose a certain amount of weight, it may be to lift a certain number, whatever it is, this goal determines their success. Then they follow step two. They begin to train and work their ass off. Man, this is so exciting, I'm going to be so happy when I achieve my goal, they say to themselves. All of a sudden, 4 weeks into training, and they start to stagnate a little bit. Their buddy has a bachelor party, they get hungover, miss their macros, maybe even they miss training. But they tell themselves it doesn't really matter because they weren't getting better at the rate they thought they would. This compounds until eventually they give up. See, originally they saw Arnold, Larry, Klokov, Clarence, and they were inspired. They were told to set a goal and above all, work hard. And they did that. But their visions of grandeur faded, and all that was left was the possibility of either failing in the future or failing now. And the logical choice on this illogical path would be to get it out of the way and quit now, rather than put off their failure to the future. And I like to call this the Arnold Effect. When an influencer inspires you to set a goal, and you mistakenly place your happiness in the achievement or non-achievement of that goal. So again, if we look at Arnold's formula, what's missing? There is actually one part of the Arnold speech that intrigued me, and I think it alludes to that missing piece.
Imagine you read 1 hour a day about history. How much you will learn after 365 hours in 1 year.
Micro efforts leading to the inconceivable macro improvement. In Freudian psychoanalysis, there's a term called the pleasure principle, the aspect of humans that makes us want to seek pleasure and avoid pain. It's the part of our psyche that tells us to f*** the working sets and just max out because last week you got sick likes on your Instagram post. The ultimate pleasure would be to achieve the goal that we had set forth at the beginning of our training. The pleasure principle works tangentially with Freud's reality principle, the part of our psyche that differs from expedient pleasures with an understanding of future. Here you would put down the phone, work up to an RPE 8 single, do your drop sets and your accessories, measure your food, and buy Halo Top ice cream as a treat when you know it's 95% air. Dualities like this exist in nearly every religion and culture for a reason, because success lies somewhere in the middle on a line that's really hard to see or feel. However, if you search for improvement through the minor efforts that Arnold was talking about, I can almost guarantee you will find it. I played 4 years of collegiate lacrosse, and as a 22-year-old 200-pound male, I could only half squat 290 pounds. And when I graduated, I started CrossFitting, and CrossFitting led to weightlifting, and I remember seeing the qualifying total for the American Open when I started. I laughed to myself about the absurd possibility of qualifying. I still trained every day with the absolute obsession of improving my total, and 1 year later, I qualified. After a 2-year break where I tried to pursue a career in collegiate strength and conditioning, I came back to weightlifting and saw the total for the American Open again. I trained every day and sometimes twice a day for another year without even caring about the qualifying total, and then I qualified. See, if I had started weightlifting as a gangly 6'4" washed up collegiate athlete who couldn't even squat 300 pounds, and I said, I want to qualify for this, and I want to qualify for that, and I want to be as good as this guy, and I want to be as good as that guy, I no doubt would have failed to reach those goals in any normal amount of time, and I would have checked weightlifting off the list of things that I am just not meant for. Am I successful? Am I good? Well, successful and good are both relative terms. I'm pretty shitty compared to the top. I don't make much money, and I have a relatively small following on social media compared to the top as well. But I'm still able to improve. I will absolutely do what Arnold says and work my ass off for that. For one more subscriber, one more view, and certainly one more kilo. My suggestion is that if you're taking an interest with anything around training, by all means be motivated by the mountainous pecs of Arnold, the physique and raw power of guys like Larry Wheels and Dmitry Klokov, and even the technical prowess of Rebecca Koha. But be more motivated by your 2 kilo squat increase from last month, your 1 pound of fat you lost, or 1 pound of muscle you gained. Whatever the case is, be inspired by your improved self and continue to try to be better tomorrow.